Welcome to the Author to Authority podcast. I am your host, Kim Thompson Pinder, the extraordinary word ninja and chief visionary officer of RTI Publishing. Today is part 2 of my special Christmas gift for you guys today. In January, you'll be able to get your copies of my newest book, Author to Authority. You've heard me talk about it. You've heard me teach about it. It is going to be available soon. And if you go into the show notes, you can get yourself a free sample of the book and get on the launch list. So if you've enjoyed the podcast, you are going to love the book. And if you go to www.authortoauthority.com/get-the-book, you can get your free sample. On the last episode that I did, I read to you the preface of the book. And so that was 2 episodes ago. And now I am going to read you the introduction. And you should be getting this on Christmas Eve. So this is my Christmas gift for you. So, if you have time today or over the next few days, just sit back, relax, listen, pretend you're hearing a badly narrated audiobook, because obviously I'm doing this live. And I'm not going to be able to go back and delete all the little things out that you normally get in an audiobook. But this is my gift to you. Enjoy. Introduction. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Colin R. Davis. Have you ever looked at one of the big names in your niche and fought the green-eyed monster as you see their business grow almost magically and seemingly without effort, while your company is nowhere near where you want it to be? When I was beginning my journey to become a successful, well-known entrepreneur, I would get embarrassed when people would ask me how my business was going. I would reply, in faith, believing that it would come true, great, knowing that I was only surviving because my husband had a good job that paid the bills and I had time to fail my way forward. I could not understand why, with all my skills, talents, and abilities, no one wanted to work with me. I knew what I was doing. Why could people not see that? Why were they forking over money hand over fist to my competitor, who was 4 times the price and did not offer anywhere near the level of service I did? Why? That was the question that played over and over in my head, and I could not come up with an answer. I was frustrated all the time, and the temptation to quit was strong. Thankfully, I had 2 things to my advantage. 1, I'm a voracious learner, and I will keep searching until I find an answer. 2, I believe the Bible when it says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and it will be open to you. Matthew 7:7. So as long as I kept looking for an answer, I knew that at some point I would find it, and I did. It did not come all at once. It came over the course of a few years in pieces as I was ready for it. Now you get to learn it in days instead of years. Can I be brutally honest with you? The reason your business is not where you want to be is simple. You are invisible to the world. No one can see how awesome you are and how much your company can do for them. It does not matter whether you're a solopreneur, freelancer, coach, entrepreneur, or whether you own a brick or mortar business. If you do not know how to make the world see you, you will always struggle to survive, let alone thrive. Think of it this way. You go to the store to get light bulbs and they're all in a bin. Does it matter to you which one you pick? Do you go looking carefully at each one to find the one that you want? Of course not. You grab the first one you see and buy it. It does not matter which one you pick as long as when you screw it into the socket and flip the switch, it works. That's how people see you in your profession. You're just another service provider, real estate agent, financial advisor to them, and one is as good as another. Most people figure that it does not really matter which business they go with because they all appear to be the same. How can you say that, Kim? I'm so much better at what I do than anyone else. I provide services and products that others do not. I'm sure you do, but until you do something to stand out in the crowd and be noticed, you are another light bulb in the bin. If you happen to be at the top of the pile that day, someone will choose you. I wish it were not that way, but people are lazy, even yours truly. They will go with the quickest solution in their price range. They do not know what they need, and so they guess at the solution. If you've Googled something and chosen the first thing listed and bought from that store or service, then you've proven my point. Admit it, you've done this too. I'm not saying this to be mean. No doubt your product or service is greatly beneficial to your clients. I'm certain that you care deeply and give the best of yourself. But till you can accept the truth that you are invisible, you will never have the business you want. The first time I was told I was invisible, I wanted to punch the person who told me. How dare that person say that no one sees me? The reason I was so angry is that I knew it was the truth and I did not want to admit it. I'm amazing at what I do. Why couldn't people see that? I went home and thought about what the speaker had said. I could not get clients because nobody knew who I was and what I could do for them. That day changed my business. I could no longer play small, hiding in the background, hoping that someone would notice me. I was going to have to do something that was completely out of my comfort zone, become a well-known authority. Playing small got me nowhere fast. Until a few years ago, I had spent my life playing small. It was frustrating because I always felt like two sides of me were battling. One side wanted to stay safe. I was afraid to go for it. What if I tried and it did not work? What if no one wanted what I had to give? What if I tried and no one paid attention? My self-confidence could not handle it. This is something I do not share often, but it's time for me to be me. I always felt different and invisible as a child. My mom died when I was 4, and I was the only kid I knew, besides my sister, who lived in a single father home. The fact that I'm biracial and was at least a head taller than all the other kids my age did not help either. I always stuck out like a sore thumb. I was not popular and the other girls made fun of me. It got to the point where all I wanted to be was invisible. So I did the only thing I could think of. I became perfectly average. So average that I blended into the background. The problem was that I wanted more. I knew that I had skills, talents, and abilities that I wanted the world to see, but my fear was stronger. Anytime I decided to go for what I really wanted, I would start working on it, get some results, and then sabotage myself and give myself a way out of being extraordinary. Have you ever felt that way? Felt like there was something great inside of you that you wanted the world to see, but you were afraid to show it? Does the what if monster live in your head? Those feelings from my childhood became a part of my core being. And as an adult, I struggled to build any business because I was afraid to let anyone see the real me. I was always trying to be someone else, and it came through in my body language as me being unsure of myself, because I was. How can I be confident when nothing about me was genuine? I went through a long process of learning to accept myself and to like who I am. By the time I became an author, I had overcome a lot of the limiting beliefs that had held me back. When I went to that conference with my books and everyone noticed me, I realized I was ready for this next stage, and it was exciting. There was still a twinge of fear that wanted to take over, but I would no longer allow it. That was a starting point, a seed. Over these last years, that seed has germinated and it's growing every single day. I will never play small again. It is time for me to shine. It's also time for you to shine. You are gifted with expertise in a specific area to bless the world with. By holding back, I am robbing the people who need me most, and I will not do that anymore. How about you? Are you ready to make the shift? The world is waiting for you to make a difference. Understanding the positioning ladder. There are 4 rungs to this ladder: invisible, expert, authority, influencer. Pardon me. Unless you have famous parents, every entrepreneur or professional starts out invisible. Now, some people, about 3%, are born with the natural ability to be popular and to be someone everyone wants to be around, and they are never invisible. For the rest of us, we start out at the bottom. I spent many years on that rung of invisibility trying to figure out why no one could see me. I had skills, talents, and abilities that could help my target market dramatically. Yet potential clients would go with my competitor, get a package worth half of what I was offering, and pay twice as much. Being invisible sucked. When no one knows your name, trying to convince people to work with you takes a lot of effort. They must see you first and then believe that you can deliver what you promised. It's not impossible, but you can expend a lot of energy for little to no return. This is why most entrepreneurs quit within their first year. They cannot get past this stage and they stop trying because it's too hard. When you step up to the expert rung, your business starts to change. People still may not know your name, but when they meet you, talk to you, follow you on social media, and devour your content, they see that you have credibility. If you approach them, they will listen to what you have to say. At the beginning of the expert phase, you'll need to talk to many people to convert a conversation into a sale, but at least you'll be making sales and be able to keep yourself in business. As you continue to practice, your conversion rate will soar. You will have made money and have happy repeat clients and customers who are starting to recommend you and give you testimonials, which leads to the authority rung. This is where life begins to get good. People start to know your name. You're building a following. A significant percentage of your sales comes with little to no effort. Potential clients find you online, or hot prospects refer to you by your existing clients. You hit the point where you cannot do everything yourself, and you start to bring on staff so you can grow even bigger. It is an exciting and challenging time as you try to keep up with the growth. You can now charge more for your products and services because you are the authority in your niche, and people will pay you what you ask to work with you. You have strategic connections with other authorities, and you share business back and forth. Life is good. The influencer. This rung is for the elite of the elite. Think of people like Tony Robbins and Oprah Winfrey. They have proven their worth, and everything they touch turns to gold. They have paid the price of years of hard work and have reaped the fruits of it. Now, I must warn you, if you want to move up the rungs, it's going to take a lot of hard work and persistence. In the beginning, you'll be focusing on getting things working consistently. Think of it like that roundabout ride in the park when you were a kid. A bunch of kids would jump on, and one or two people would hold onto the bars and start running and pulling it to gain momentum. It took a lot of effort to get any type of speed, but when you did, you jumped on and enjoyed the ride. Part of becoming an authority is having a humble heart. Sometimes when you grow too big, too fast, it changes who you are and it goes to your head. A true authority, however, knows humility. John Maxwell, one of the foremost authorities on leadership, said this on his podcast, the John Maxwell Leadership Podcast. The following is from the episode Moral Authority. Why do people listen to you? Part 2. You never want to forget who you are and where you came from. I'm a person, a human, only a human with human frailties, human tendencies, sins in my life. My gift is greater than me. I never confuse my giftedness with who I am. This makes me grateful for my gift. When people listen to you, they don't listen to you because you're a great person. They just listen to you because you have a great communication gift. You have a great message. When you become an authority, it is your gift people see, not the real you, and they connect with how you can help them. They do not see the real you, they see their perception of you. A true authority knows their strengths and weaknesses and recognizes that even though they are the visible figurehead that everyone knows, it is the team behind the person that makes the company great. One-to-one, one-to-many model. Before we get to the 3 core competencies and the 6 building blocks of authority marketing, there is one more foundation I need to lay, and that is understanding the one-to-one, one-to-many model. This talks about how you build your business. One-to-one is simple. You prospect, generate leads, sell your products or services, and build your audience one person at a time. If you're still on the invisible rung or just beginning the expert running of your business, this is the route to go. You do not need expensive things like a website or even branding. You may not even know yet who it is that you want to work with. That is why this model is great. It allows you to figure out all these things without having to put out any money. Most people want to go straight to the one-to-many model. In this instance, they are doing one action that reaches many people at once and gets better results. They dream of being on big stages, radio and TV, converting many people into clients and customers all at the same time. Well, that's tough to do unless you already have the money to get you on the right stages or are promoted by powerful influencers. Aside from that, there are important lessons that you learn in the expert stage that are crucial to your growth and to your ability to handle the authority stage. Unless you've been an entrepreneur for a while and know how to handle the pressures of growing a business, I highly recommend that you start building your business one person or small select group of people at a time. Take the time to learn whom you want to serve, how you want to serve them, and who you are. When you're growing your business too fast, you can end up with a lot of clients, customers who are not right for you and cause you a lot of stress. I've known people who did it too fast and got so overwhelmed that they quit. The one-to-many model works great for entrepreneurs and professionals who have an established business and are looking to take it to the next level quickly. No matter where you're at in your journey, this book will help you to take the right next steps. What this book covers. Becoming an authority and reaching your financial business goals is a journey where you build your CRVs one step at a time. In the beginning, you will put in substantial effort with only a little return. As you grow, you hit a momentum point that involves not only your efforts, but the efforts of others, and your business explodes, but it takes a lot to get there. If you've ever wondered how momentum works in your life and business, I highly suggest that you read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, available on Amazon. This book blew away my destructive mindsets and let me see the truth about what it takes to be successful. The sections of this book comprise the 3 core competencies, which is communication, relationships, and visibility. Communication is the starting place. It's knowing who you serve, how you serve them, and then designing a simple conversation-based sales system that will generate leads and then convert them into paying clients. Relationships are next. If you want a successful business, then you need to build a tribe of people who know, like, and trust you. That group includes potential clients, referral partners, and mentors. Each one plays a role in building your business. Then you must learn how to communicate effectively with each one. Your vocal and written skills must be in balance so that the world sees you as the expert authority you are. Visibility. If no one sees you, how can they work with you? This section covers how to use social media and promotion to build your business, including the authority trifecta, being an author, hosting a podcast, and having an online course. The 6 key building blocks are marketing, sales, your network, written and vocal delivery, social media, and promotion. This book delves deep into each of these areas and examines how they all work together to take you from the invisible entrepreneur to sought after authority. Let's take a quick look at each area. Marketing. Simply defined, this is the way you present yourself to the world and how people want to see you from a business perspective. At the core, it answers 3 questions. Whom do you serve? How do you serve them? Who are you in relation to the previous 2 questions? This is not about who you are personally, but professionally. It's about your business persona, and that is something that you intentionally figure out and then show the world. Even though personally I am a child of God, a wife, mother, nana, aunt, musician, an avid reader who loves to knit and crochet, to the business world, I am the extraordinary word ninja. Sales. In the beginning, you will mostly be building your business by talking to people, whether online or offline. What you say and how you present yourself will determine whether someone is willing to take the next step and have a sales conversation with you. This book will show you how to introduce yourself, figure out whether a person's a good lead for your business, and then take that person from lead to a client or customer. Your network. To build a successful business, you must have a tribe of people that consists of your audience, then clients, customers, collaborators, and mentors who know, like, and trust you. You need to know how to determine quickly whether someone will fit into your tribe or not, and then figure out the best ways to approach them and start developing a relationship with them. Written and verbal delivery. Your written and verbal presentation skills matter. If these 2 communication modes are not at a similar level, there's a disconnect. I wish I had better news for you, but people will judge you by your weaker trait. These presentation skills are critical to your success. Social media. The 2 biggest roles of social media are to build an audience and to provide social proof that you are who you say you are. It is also a great lead generation tool once you have your core marketing message in place. Finally, it provides an inexpensive way to practice your person-to-person skills. Promotion. At some point, you'll need to get your message out to more than one person at a time, and that's when media comes into play. Promotion includes any means by which you personally send your message out to a group of people, such as public speaking, radio, TV, Facebook Lives, or podcasts. There's obviously some overlap here with social media. You will need to have many things in place to be effective at this level. That is why I recommend it as the last area to implement. If you do it too soon in the process and you are not ready, it can kill your business. All of these areas are interconnected, and with the exception of promotion, they need to be developed simultaneously. They are interdependent. As your skills grow, so will each of these areas. What makes the big difference? Finally, I'm going to show you how to grow each of these areas faster by writing your signature book and becoming an author. You'll be amazed at what happens when you add your book to the mix. It is the catalyst that explodes your business. Can you become a credible expert without writing a book? Yes, you can. You can take what you learned here and build a good, strong business, but to become a true authority, you need to become an author first. Are you excited? I am. I love helping others reach their goals and dreams. And if this book helps you to get even one step closer, then I have accomplished my dream. I would love to hear about your success and provide additional training and support. Come on over to Facebook and check out my Author to Authority group. We have fun there, support and promote each other, and get training on how to bring the Author to Authority concept to life. Did you know that I also have the Author to Authority podcast? Obviously you do, because you're listening to it right now. Twice a week, along with my co-host Juanita Witten-Radko and expert guests, I share with you how to use the 6 building blocks to build your business stronger and faster. It's available on every major podcast app. The next step, turn the page, and let's start with your first building block that will lay the foundation for the rest of them. At this time, I just want to say a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you. And if you celebrate it in other ways, then, happy holiday season greetings, happy Hanukkah, whatever way you celebrate today. I just want to express my heartfelt wishes for you that during this Christmas season, that your life would be filled with much love, much family, much friends, much joy, and much laughter. And if it isn't, know that there are others who understand and who care about you, and you will make it through this season. So this is Kim Thompson-Pinder, the host of the Author to Authority podcast. Make sure that you get the sample of the book. Go to www.authortoauthority.com/get-the-book. And I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you on the very next episode. Bye now.